Your deals are mine. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another under $5 eShop deals video, where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop and we pick out some of the best titles currently on sale, all the while staying under a budget of only $5. So we're still in the wake of that huge sale that hit us last week, and we've already covered the games at over $5, well today it's time for those under to shine. And just before we jump into those, just a quick reminder in case you're new here to the channel that about halfway through the video, I'll be giving away two $5 eShop gift cards. If you want to participate in those giveaways in future videos, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and drop a comment down below. And on top of it, I'll now also include the under $2 Sizzle reel that goes up on the side channel. Now with all of that stuff out of the way, let's not waste any more time and jump straight into our deals. Just remember, if you are liking the content, hit that like button. So now our first deal for today is going to be on American Fugitive. That is now 90% off, dropping its price to only $1.99, and this one will be running till August 7th. I would call this game an open world action adventure game. Actually, it's very much alike the GTA series, but more like the earlier entries with the top-down view. You're basically playing as a man who's been wrongly accused of killing his own father and has to escape from prison to try and clear his name. Now this game isn't only just a cheap copy of GTA, it actually does a lot of original things, such as needing to find interesting ways of breaking into houses to get the resources that you need to continue on your adventure. Even stealing cars isn't as simple as the GTA series, well you'll sometimes have to find special ways of bypassing alarm systems. Now I do want to address one issue where at launch this game had a lot of frame rate issues. And the good news is there's been a lot of patching done, and although it's still not perfect, it is now very playable. But one thing that is sure, if you're a fan of GTA-like experiences, then at only $2, this game is a total steal. Now our next great deal for today is going to be on Mini Motor Racing X that is back to 90% off, once again only $1.99, and this one will be running all the way till August 18th. Now our next great deal will be on Mini Motor Racing X that is back to 90% off, dropping to only $1.99, and will be running all the way till August 18th. Now this game is an arcade style racing game. And although there's many ways of experiencing it, I think the best way to do so is from the top-down perspective that will remind you of instant classics like RC Pro-Am or even Micro Machines. However, this game also offers many other viewpoints, and maybe you'll want to try that first-person perspective. Not only that, but it's a crazy fun multiplayer game with not only local co-op, but also online multiplayer available. And I think one of the best things about this game is it's so easy to pick up and just do a couple of races from time to time when you're in the mood. But if ever you're still unsure about picking up this one or not, well the good news is there's even a free downloadable demo so you can try it out for yourself. Now our next great deal for today is going to be on Crawl. That is now 80% off, dropping the price to only $2.99, and this one will be running till August 8th. Now this game is an arcade dungeon crawler with an extremely retro pixel art style. However, what's really special here is that this is a game that has been really tailored towards local co-op. Now what I mean by that is if you're playing in single player, it's like a 7 out of 10. However, if you're playing in multiplayer, it shoots up almost to a 9 out of 10. It is that much fun. The way the gameplay breaks down is that one person will be playing the hero and all the other players will be playing wraiths trying to stop that hero. And guess what? When you do manage to stop that hero, well one of the wraiths gets his shot at being the hero and you will be flipping roles. The whole point of the game is to be the one who's controlling the hero when you finally hit that level 10 and get to challenge the final boss. I really do think, however, that this game is one of the most original and fun party games out there, especially if you have a group of competitive gamers. And you know what? In the end, at only $3 for this week, even if you're playing alone with CPU-controlled wraiths, it's still worth a pickup. Now our next game is not only a brand new entry to the series, it's also at a brand new lowest ever price, and that is Red Wings American Aces that is now 75% off, dropping to only $2.99. However, you will have to move quick because it's ending on August 5th. Now this time around, we've got an arcade-style flight simulator that puts you in the pilot seat of a World 1 fighter. And I've got to say that for a budget indie entry in the genre, this game actually took me by surprise. Number one, the comic book-like graphics are just great, and it actually has some pretty good music behind it as well. And I've got to say that the performance and frame rate were very smooth, and the game really popped on my Nintendo Switch OLED. The only thing I would want to warn slightly is that the mission objectives were not very varied, and by the end of the game did become slightly repetitive. However, once again, if you do have people to play with, this one has local and online co-op once again available, which can really extend the gameplay. And overall, ultimately, at only $2.99, if you have any interest in the genre, this one has to be a definite pickup. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winners of the $5 eShop gift cards. And our first winner for today is going to be Buns, who said, "Some pretty good deals, might pick up Sword of Ditto, seems fun." And I'm really glad you enjoyed the deals, and if you did pick up Sword of Ditto, I hope you're having a ton of fun with that game. And now our second winner for today is going to be Grantos Miza, who said, "Hell yeah, I always love these videos, thank you dude." And as I just said, I'm really glad you are enjoying all these videos, and there's really no need to thank me. As I always say, I thank all of you for watching them. Now, all you need to do to claim your $5 eShop gift cards is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. So now if we jump straight back into our deals, we have a brand new one yet again, and that is Avenging Spirit. That is now 20% off, dropping its price to only $4.79, and the deal will be running all the way till August 19th. Now this game is a 2D side-scrolling arcade action platformer, and it's one that actually just released last week on the Nintendo Switch, and I should be putting out a full review on the game very shortly. Now in this game you're playing as the ghost of a man who's just been killed and is now trying to save his girlfriend. To do so, you'll be possessing the bodies of enemy characters and using them to traverse the different levels. Now, I've got to say that I've been having a ton of fun playing through this game. Now, although the basic controls themselves are very simple, the huge variety of gameplay you get from controlling all the different characters is actually quite amazing. And I've got to say that for a port of a 90s game, both graphically and sound-wise, it really does still stand up very well today. Now, fair warning, this being an arcade game with only 6 levels, a full playthrough is not all that long. But as I said earlier, the huge fun here is to do multiple playthroughs using different characters. And ultimately, even at its full price of $6, I really thought this game was already way worth it. So right now at $4.79, it's just even better. Now our next great deal for today is going to be on Assault Android Cactus Plus that is now 75% off, dropping the price to $4.99 and will be running till August 8th. On top of it, this game will be my pick of the week. Now this game is a top-down arena-based twin-stick shooter. Now I know we have a lot of games in this genre on the Nintendo Switch, but trust me, Assault Android Cactus Plus is definitely among one of the best. First of all, although it's arena-based combat, what's really great about this game is the arenas keep shifting around and changing from level to level. It also offers a ton of replayability with a lot of additional androids to unlock with all different gameplay styles. And to round it all off, it has some really great visuals and a pretty good soundtrack to back it up. And to round it all off, it has some really great visuals and a very solid soundtrack. Lastly, on the difficulty size, I would put this one at a medium, meaning that it is accessible for newcomers to the genre while also offering a good challenge to veterans. But overall, this game is now a total steal at its brand new low of only $4.99. Now our next great game for today is going to be Kingdom 2 Crowns that is now at 75% off, dropping its price once again to only $4.99 and running till August 8th. Now this game is a strategy management game with a very original playstyle. Now you are playing as a monarch and all you can really do is collect and distribute resources. But depending on how you distribute your resources, it will promote certain actions from your villagers. Now the basic goal is simple. Build up your city, explore further and further, and conquer new lands. However, at night, you also have to defend them against invaders. Now gameplay-wise, it will take a little time to understand the basics here because the game doesn't really guide you. However, once you do get those basics down, the gameplay loop actually becomes very interesting and very addictive. Also, I've really got to say that one thing that really attracted me to this game is the visual representation, especially the reflection of everything in the water down below. But trust me, if you're into strategy management and you want something with a really original twist for this week, I don't think you'll be disappointed by Kingdom 2 Crowns. Now next we have another game at a brand new low, and that is Chasm, that is now 75% off, only $4.99. However, you will have to move quick because it is ending on August 4th, and for the first time ever, we will have a second pick of the week. Now this game is a 2D action Metroidvania where every time you start a new game, it creates a brand new procedurally generated map. And first of all, I think what I love most about this game is the gameplay reminds me a lot of a Castlevania. It also has a great RPG-like leveling system with tons of weapons and upgrades to find. Not only that, but it also has a beautiful pixel art style that I enjoyed quite a bit, and a pretty great soundtrack once again to back it up. But what I think most people will say is the clincher here is the amount of replayability that the procedurally generated map creates. Meaning that even once you finish the game, each playthrough will sort of feel fresh and new. And this is another one of those games that I would say was already a pretty decent pickup at its full price of $20, which means that today at $4.99, it's yet again another steal. So now it's time for today's Sizzle Reel of Deals, and trust me, there are some really great deals in there, make sure you don't miss it. So we're now at the end of today's video, and I want to hear from all of you. Let me know what games you picked up in the comments down below. Also, just as usual, I want to give a huge shout out to my channel supporters. Their monthly support is just so appreciated. And don't forget on the way out that if you did like the content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on the notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.